Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 41 of our Coordinator Climb series here on Football Coach College Dynasty. Last we left off, I'm going to be honest, we've had better runs of football. We played 5 games last episode, went 3-2, and essentially the tail of the tape is that we beat the teams we expected to beat, lost to Washington, one of the best teams in the country, and suffered a very, very disappointing loss to San Diego State by 8 points, of which just point blank, our offense had a terrible day. 3 turnovers, 4-13 on third down, 1 of 4 on fourth down. Did everything we could to give that game away, and San Diego State took it in the end. So very disappointing. But now we are faced with the very annoying conundrum of our athletic director's demand is that we finish ranked or make the playoff. At this point, we're 4-3. Making the playoff is nigh impossible. We would have to win out, make the Pac-12 championship game, and then win it. While, would be fun if it happened, highly unlikely, given how we've done so far this season and that we still have some really tough games to play. So our only hope of satisfying our new athletic director is to finish ranked in the top 25. It will forever annoy me that the previous athletic director had an opinion of me at 90. We were secure for life. Then I guess he decided to leave, and so the new guy doesn't like me, which is a bit rough, but it happens. So, injury news obviously, we get William Hardeen back to full strength next week. The Elvin Ivy situation is kind of funny because he never redshirted originally, and he's only going to play in 4 games this season. So, there's a chance he could redshirt in his 4th year at college, which is kind of insane when you put it like that. I'll get to recruiting and all that other stuff after this game. Just kind of want to jump right in here to face 18 ranked USF. They're 6-1, only loss to San Diego State. They have some couple ranked wins as well as a disqualifying, insulting FCS victory. So, yeah, it looks like they got a pretty good team. They turned the ball over a lot. 18. That's rough. It's 133rd in the country, of which there's only 136 teams in the database. So keep that in mind. Um, yeah, their defense looks really good against the pass, really good against the run, but how much of that is down to the fact that this FCS school went 10 of 38 against them with 4 picks? Like, I really wish FCS schools just weren't in this game. It adds nothing, in my opinion. All right, but we're just going to get right into it. We are at home against USF. I have 7 recruits visiting, of which only one is a close battle. Safety Devin Marino, who may get moved to corner because of his good coverage ability. Everyone else, though, we should be pretty safe in getting their signature. So far in the sim year 1, I beat USF by 10. Then last year they exacted vengeance by beating me 28-7. So we're up against it this week. I think with a loss, any hope of making the Pac-12 championship or the playoff is gone. With a win, hope will continue to spring eternal. You want to go in the I formation? Fair enough. Send the blitz. All right, they got 4 yards. No, and they convert on 3rd and 6. Not like this. There we go. Walker Gibbs with the sack. Haven't seen his name called all that often. And they convert on 3rd and 8 and get a touchdown. They went 2 for 2 on 3rd down and averaged 14 yards a pass on that drive. Is that good? Feels good. Play action. Oh, we got sacked. Fair enough. And the run gets us nothing. That tracks. All right, much less successful drive for us. We're just going to punt. 3rd and 2. You already know. There we go. Andre Strong gets the stop. They punt. Okay. John Lane, -1 yards, and we're sacked again. 30-yard punt return. I'm jealous. I really am. All right, they punt. There we go. Thank you, Mark McCullough, for being the only good news on offense. Hey, 21-yard run there by John Lane. That'll do. 3rd and 2. I'm going to run it, and if we don't get it, I'm going for it on 4th down. There we go. Lane gets me 10. We're at the 7, and Eli Hunt with the touchdown. Thank you, sir. Tie ball game. Let's bring the house. It did not work, folks. They dropped the pass. There we go. Good stop. 3rd and 11. And they convert because, of course, they do. Our 3rd down defense is just depressing. Oh, we did a corner blitz, and they did play action. All right. Good stop. 3rd and 5. Let's switch to man. There we go. All right, we hold them to a field goal, which I'll take because they got down the field in a hurry. But now we need to get a touchdown to take the lead. The run game is starting to come together. I like that. 3rd and 2, I'm going to run it. There we go. Thank you, Cole. All right, we're in the 12. I'm just going to run it once. I lied. I'm going to run it twice. 3rd and 2 at the 4. I'm going to run it again. There we go. John Lane runs it in. We're up by 4. If our defense could get a stop here, that'd be lovely. Never mind, they just rattled off 2 straight runs of 15 plus. There we go. Walker Gibbs with the sack. That'll play. And they convert on 3rd and 7. Oh, I hate this team. Yep, they got a field goal. Very disappointing. All right, we start with the ball, though. That helps, but man. Ooh, Dustin Muhammad, 41-yard scramble. Okay. Fair enough. The kid has legs. Man. All right. Sean Webster makes the field goal, so we're back up by 4. And again, they just rattle off the quickest of runs. There we go. Mario Wright forces and recovers the fumble. That's what they get for doing wide receiver quick. That play never works. There we go. Play action gets me to the 38. And we will get no further. Man. High formation, send the house. And they passed out of it. How dare they? Oh, that didn't work. Yep. All right. USF takes the lead. The 4 verts works, though. Remember when I said the run game started to get going? Yeah, don't believe a word I say ever again. It's just completely falling apart here. Incomplete on 3rd and 3. 49-yarder, I think is a bit much. I'm going to go for it on 4th and 3. And we get it. Mark McCullough off the slant. Let's keep it moving. We're in the red zone. There we go. 1st and goal at the 6. I'm going to run it once. There we go. Cole McNeil runs it in. Extra point is good. We're back up by 4. 3rd and 1. I'm bringing the house. And they get 3 yards. Fair enough. 3rd and 2. We're bringing the house again. There we go. Oh, they dropped the slant. Oh, no. Okay. We have the ball up by 4. Just under 10 minutes left. 3rd and 8 is pretty bad. There we go. That is a huge conversion. Because if we punt there, they have the ball with excellent field position. Let's keep it moving. We're going to run the ball, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. Because we're also going to burn quite a bit of clock by doing this. 3rd and 7, middle slant. Incomplete. All right, we punt, burn them at the 8, and they rattle off 2 quick plays. Fair enough. Oh my gosh. There we go. Caleb Simon. Good stop. Remember, they need a touchdown. 3rd and 11. 4th and 11. Here we go. This is for the game. And they get it because, of course, they do. They still have all 3 of their timeouts, which is kind of wild because everything's just incomplete. And they get it. 1st and goal at the 8. Incomplete. 3rd and goal at the 5. 4th and goal at the 4. Here we go. We're going zone. And they get the touchdown. Hail Mary falls incomplete and we lose. Unbelievable. We had it, man. We took 6 minutes off the clock in that drive. Then they went 92 yards down the field with a will. 3rd and goal at the 5, 4th and goal at the 4, and they ran it. Man, that's so disappointing. We should have had that game. That's so frustrating. We should have had that. But I mean, on this drive where we had to put it away, we needed a really big 3rd down conversion, some good runs, and then we just stumbled at midfield. Oh, that sucks. McNeil was terrible. That's beside the point. Like, the running back averaged 5 yards a carry. Man. Yeah, that hurts. I mean, we've had some really heartbreaking losses. That one's up there. Because we win that game, we're 5-3. We're looking nice, but we are back to 500 once again. Because our defense is just so much worse this season than in years previous. And Walker Gibbs is hurt. Fair enough. All right, William Hardeen is back to full strength, and he's complaining about playing time. Well, buddy, I don't know if you saw, but you were injured, so let's calm down. Walker Gibbs, I mean, he still has to play. I think I'm going to have him below Ricardo Norris. That'll be that. Oh, man. That sucked. We should have won that game. We so should have won that game. We do get some commits from wide receiver Jonathan House and O lineman Roberto Horton, but let's be honest, who cares? 770, 670 points. That's pretty good. We're now almost 400 ahead of A&M for Devin Marino. Oh, man. That stings. That stings. Cal had their visit for Xander Samuel. He went pretty okay. 525 points. But I mean, of our 17 recruits, he's the only one that we're behind on. So, and let's be frank, if we don't get a average JUCO tight end with mediocre potential, I'm not that banged up about it. I'm still frustrated about that USF loss, man. We had it. I should just blitzed on the last play. Sent the house. Come what may. But alas. Oh, I have one more pitch that I just didn't click. Yeah, that tracks. Yoink. Oh boy. In terms of 10 wins, I think that also, yeah, that also takes us out of the running for that diamond goal. So we're not going to get this, which is a shame. Looks like the interceptions one will get the points per game will be close. We need to hold Washington State to single digit points to bring that balance back because we're what? Yeah, we're 72nd in the country. We're like average in opposing points per game. Man, oh man. All right. We're just going to go right into Washington State. They're 0-8. The fact that we're only favored by 5 feels pretty insulting. I beat them last year 33-10, so I expect like a blowout without question. If this game is still competitive in the third quarter, like we're embarrassing. Good sack there, Malcolm Barber. Thank you, thank you. And they convert on 3rd and 19. We honestly are just bad. Like it's actually crazy. Thank you, Colin Harrell, for the tackle for a loss. There we go. We convert the 3rd and 7. Good job, lads. Oh, we're moving. Already near the red zone. John Lane runs it in. Okay, yeah, I think we'll be fine. Oh, the blitz there on 3rd and 12 was ambitious. All right, 29-yard touchdown pass off a slant. Fair enough. And we punt. There we go. Aiden Stahl forces the fumble. Andre Strong recovers. I'm going to ignore the fact that they had a massively big play before that and just choose to move on. There we go. We convert the 3rd and 1. 55-yard field goal. I'm just going to punt. Here we go. Defense gets another stop. Muhammad is sacked again. Our offensive line is just disappointingly bad. Then again, I suppose you could say that for like our whole team as William Hardeen gets a sack in his first game back. Ricardo Norris, let's go. No, brother. Remember when I said if this is a close game in the third quarter, I'm gonna be supremely disappointed? Well, looks like it will be, regardless of what happens on this drive. There we go. We get the conversion. 3rd and 1. I'm gonna run it. We have timeouts. And John Lane runs it in. All right. And they just keep burning us, don't they? There we go. Malcolm Barber tackle for a lot. And they can. Man. There we go. Xavier Harrison with the interception. Let's see if we can get a long play here. Kick a long field goal. Is it possible? Can it be done? 50 yards. Send it. And it's good, Sean Webster. We're up by 10. And we get the ball, which is nice. I think the RPO bubble screen is just not a play we should be running. Unfortunately, just not really working. 3rd and 6, we'll try hitches. 4th and 2, let's go for it, but let's be silly. Throw it deep. There we go. He didn't throw it deep at all. He threw it across the middle, but let's forgive the freshman. I think we can do that. And John Lane runs it in once again. He's a 3-touchdown day. Good blitz there. Xavier Harrison tackle for a loss. They punt. We punt back. And 3 and out for them. I'd like to score a touchdown here. That way the backups can play the whole fourth quarter. And they do. Sawyer Quoke over the middle. Touchdown. Very good. Nathaniel Bond with a sack. All right, the backups are now in because we're up by 24. And they allow a punt. All right. So the whole quarter will be the backups. And Roger Conley fumbles. All right, never mind. Starters go back in. Very annoyingly. Thanks, Roger. Oh my God, he fumbled twice. He just fumbled twice. Get him out. Colin Martinez, you want to play? Congrats. Go have fun. Yeah. Bad day for the redshirt freshman. Fumbling twice is crazy. You know, my backups have to stay in because of his tomfoolery. All right, there we go. Backups are back in. And Roger Connolly drops the pass. Man, this guy kills me. And Pratt goes nowhere. Fair enough. I'm a little disappointed. I mean, I wanted to hold him to single digits. So that is what it is. But, like, man. Timeout. Field goal for Pride. I'm going to win by 20. It's really that simple. All right. We beat them 34-14. I think the second half definitely went better than the first. The backups got to get some playing time, which is good. But I mean, John Lane, 3 touchdowns. That'll play. Very good. 5 sacks by the defense, 2 from Hardin in his first game back from injury. Very good. Good win. Hopefully, no one got injured. That's just my entire mental health is determinant that the no new injuries is blank. Yay. Dylan Jenkins is back, though I don't think I even. Yeah, I'll swap him and McCullough, and that'll be it. Conley, I think I'm just kind of going to bench. What I could do is play Cameron Gorman because there's 3 games left in the bowl game. I actually will. I'm going to rip the red shirt off of Cameron Gorman. And I think I'm going to play him over Colin Martinez. So Gorman can be my 6th wide receiver for a bit. I think Conley can sit down. That was not, if that's a closer game, I mean, we lose because of him. Anything crazy on the recruiting front? Oh, South Carolina had a 1,200 point recruiting visit because they beat A&M. Very good. 530 game atmosphere. Man, it must be nice to have a maxed out stadium atmosphere. Oh boy. All right, we're ahead of Cal now. Ooh, Wisconsin had a 600 point visit for blown out in the terrible. They didn't even blow them out. They beat them by 17. I feel like that should be less points, but so be it. I mean, it looks like we'll be able to get every recruit that we're targeting, which doesn't happen often. So it's a nice change of pace. Granted, we didn't go after any 5 stars like we did last season. We have a pretty small recruiting group, all things considered. Like at a max, we're getting 20 guys in. So there is that. All right. So Walker Gibbs is back to full strength next week, same as Caleb Simon. Pretty good. Everyone ahead of us in the division is ranked. Why? I'm so annoyed we lost that USF game. That's just so frustrating. All right. We have Minnesota. They're in the Mountain West in this save after realignment. They're 7-2. They're only lost to Duke and Colorado State. I mean, outside of the SMU game, their defense looks pretty good. And the Colorado State loss. Yeah, I mean, they're number one in opposing rush yards per game, number two in attempt, third in yards, fourth in points. Okay, this is going to be a tough test for our offense. Minnesota's favored. I have 10 recruits visiting a couple close battles. You know, Ritter, Givens, Samuel down there, but we'll see what happens. This is my first time playing Minnesota in the save. Let's have some fun with it. Let's party. We will defer, as is our want. Scrambles for a 0-yard gain. Just give us the sack game. There we go. Walker Gibbs tackle for a loss. All right, let's move. There we go. Dylan Jenkins getting involved. Mark McCullough. Arguably the surprise of the season on offense. Oh, the sack there sucked. 4th and 4, 41-yarder. Let's kick the field goal. All right, we're on the board. Ah, they beat us. They beat the blitz. And they convert on 3rd and 8. Our third down rate, I really need to check it after this game. I feel like it's one of the worst in the country. Or at least it seems like it. It's got another one. They converted 5 third downs on this drive, I think. Which is kind of insane when you think about it. 3rd and goal to 6, I bet they pass. They did an RPO, so technically they passed. So field goal apiece. Let's get the run game going here. I'm going to punt. I mean, I know it's only 4th and 2, but if we don't convert, we're gifting them at least 3 points. I'd rather make them drive down the field and earn it. Ooh. They're going for it on 4th and 3. I'm going to be ambitious. We're going to blitz. There we go. Nathaniel Bond deflects the RPO slant. Very good, sir. 3rd and 3. Let's try the old pass. Thank you, Mark McCullough. You're my hero. And Muhammad is sacked. We punt. Our offense has done nothing since that first drive. 3rd and 1, send the house. They got it. They're running out of time, though. There we go. Tackle for a loss. Thank you, sir. They punt. I'm just going to run the clock out. Yeah. All right. Well, Minnesota's defense is as advertised, which is unfortunate. There we go. We convert the 3rd and 1. That's genuinely huge. I know that sounds sarcastic, but with the way our offense has been playing, we need all the help we can get. 3rd and 10. Let's see if we can burn them on 4 slants. Cameron Gorman. 4th and 4 at midfield. Let's go for it. Let's give it the shot. Hitches. There we go. Nicholas Moon over the middle. And we punt anyway. The illusion of choice. Man, they beat our blitz. There we go. Kyler Malik tackle for a loss. They punt. We have very nice field position. This might be the first team to score a touchdown wins the game. Like that just is kind of where we're at. We convert the 3rd and 6. Thank you, Justin. 3rd and 2, I'm going to run it. And John goes backwards. I'll take the field goal to get to just be up. But man, that was a disappointing turn of events. Mario Wright with the huge sack. Minnesota punts. Okay. We're in the driver's seat. 33-yard pass to Sawyer Quoke over the middle. Let's go. Big 20 yards there from Moon. All right, we need to get in the end zone. 3rd and goal to 3. I'm going to run it once. John Lane runs it in. Extra point is good. Okay. Okay. We're up by 10. Minnesota punts. We could legitimately end the game with a long drive here. Dylan Jenkins, 19 yards. Let's keep it moving. All right. We punt, but we burned what? 5 minutes off the clock there? Pretty good. Minnesota does have all their timeouts, though. So if they get in field goal range, kick it quick, do an onside, they have a chance. 4th and 4. They don't get it. All right. And we get our first down. Call a timeout here. Just, have some fun with it. Field goal. There we go. They can run some plays at the end. It would be our luck if they score a touchdown. Nope. All right. We beat Minnesota 16-3. That's a good win if ever I've seen one. Their defense was really, really good, without question. But ours held Minnesota to 3 points. Like, they scored a field goal at the top of the second quarter and never scored again. We'll take that and like it. Very good from our defense. Our run game was terrible. Muhammad was pretty good, 20 of 25, though. That'll do. Only 1 sack defensively, 6 tackles for a loss. Webster, 3 for 3 on kicks. That'll do. All right, that gets us up to 6 and 4. So that means at least we're guaranteed a good bowl game, not like a 5 and 7 versus 5 and 7 snooze fest. So help me if I get matched with like the 3rd best team in the Big 12. All right, Gibbs and Simon are back to full strength. Trying to remember who was number 1. I think Gibbs will be number 1. Caleb Simon can go back to being number 2 linebacker. So our defensive line group is almost back to full strength. Elvin Ivy obviously is out. Still 1 more week, but that is what it is. Colin Harrell has been doing. He's definitely been doing worse since he got injured, but I think he's still worth having out there. Let's check recruiting results. 725, 925 for Ritter. That's massive. Oh, a couple guys committed. Spoiler alert. Pretty good. Very, very good. All right. So, oh wait. Oh right. Wait. Oh, I thought Snead committed. My mistake. All right. So we get Derek Dennis, JUCO linebacker. Definitely going to redshirt him year 1. He just needs to get better athletically. Full stop. End of sentence. So we are now at least 500 points ahead on every recruit. I have not spent any NIL money. And I'm going to be honest, I like Devin Marino, but like he doesn't care about NIL. So I don't think we're going to spend any NIL money this go around, which is awesome. I would really like if the 9 guys that I'm ahead by 2,000 points on would just commit already. Like, that'd be nice. But no, what can you do? All right. Well, Arizona State lost. You hate to see it. All right, 2 games left. Air Force and Arizona State. This Air Force game is huge because we're definitely not getting one donor goal. The O line all conference is up in the air. The hold points below a point per game is on the line. So if we could get, an extra almost 10 million for winning this game, that'd be nice. It'd be really good. Let's see, Air Force 5-5. Their wins are against an FCS school, Fresno State, who sucks since realignment, Western Michigan, who is an average MAC school, Arizona, one of the worst Pac-12 schools, and then UTEP, a average Conference USA school. I'm not worried in the slightest. I think we'll win this game by at least 10 points. They're favored by 4. Whatever. Wow, they're going after a 5-star. I mean, Arizona State's going to get him. Credit to Arizona State for getting a 5-star. Good for them. All right. Year 1, we beat Air Force. Year 2, they beat us. So this is the rubber match, as it were. Air Force win. They elect to receive, which is fine by me. What's not fine by me is the fact that they're already at the 37. And they get a touchdown off the slant. Fair enough. 7-0. And Muhammad is picked. Oh, brother. All right. Well, we're down by 14 in 5 minutes. So that happened. Huge third down conversion. Thank you, Jenkins. 3rd and 9. Nope, I did not want to click Hail Mary. I wanted to click deep attack. Incomplete. Field goal is good. Okay. We're on the board. And Air Force punts. Okay. I know kicking a field goal there doesn't amount to much, but I'm not going for it on 4th down in that situation, so I might as well take the shot. Man, they're just eating us alive, aren't they? And they convert on 3rd and 9. Jamie Pryor with a sack. Then they get almost all the yards back. Nice. Remember when I thought we'd beat Air Force? Those were the days, huh? My defense is just so Jekyll and Hyde, man. We punt. And they do 4 verts and beat our cover 3. Good Lord. Goodness gracious me. They get a field goal for their trouble. I'm going to switch to up tempo in this drive. Hoping that we can get a quick score, quick stop, score again. Make the game appear close going into the second half. Man. There we go. 1st and goal at the 9. Come on. John Lane runs it in. Okay. There we go. Quick stop as requested. Very good. All right. We got a minute 13, all timeouts. See if we can get something going. And instead, Cameron Gorman, who I ripped the red shirt off, fumbled the ball. And then we get a pick. Good Lord. Chaos and calamity under 2 minutes. You think I'm running it like a coward on 3rd and 10? Oh, I should have. Muhammad is picked. Oh. Yep, Air Force gets 3 points, and now we're back down by 17. And Muhammad is picked thrice. All right, he's done. Sebastian Grant's going to get a run. Man. They missed the field goal. Oh, brother. There we go. We get a conversion. Let's keep it moving. Oh, yeah, I forgot to turn shoe clock off. We're going to switch it up tempo. Try and just storm down the field with a will. Our defense is just so Jekyll and Hyde. Kick a field goal, get it back to 14. But none of that matters because our defense just cannot stop them. Yep, touchdown. All right. That is pretty much game. Unfortunately, we'll see if we can't get some good drives here at the end for Pride. There we go. Cameron Gorman with the touchdown in his second ever game. I should have gone for 2 there. That was a mistake. Not that I think it'll matter in the grand design, but I should have. All right, fourth quarter sounds. We're down by 14. So it's not over. I think with how our defense is playing, like, we're pretty in trouble. Good third down conversion there. Thank you, lads. Convert on 3rd and 1. Thank you, Cameron Gorman. 3rd and 4. Let's pass. No dice. I think we go for it here. No reason not to. I mean, a field goal doesn't help us. Realistically, we need to score a touchdown to stay in this game. And we get the conversion, Dylan Jenkins. Thank you, sir. 1st and goal at the 7. Eli Hunt, touchdown off the slant, 7-point game. And our defense immediately allows them into the red zone, and they get a touchdown. Thanks for playing. Oh, brother. There better be an injury to like at least 3 defensive starters. I will not accept anything else. Like, they're just completely and utterly torching us right now. Oh, they missed the field goal. And Grant is picked. That single-handedly, they went for it on 4th and 8 and got a touchdown. Insanity. That's actually insanity that they'd go for it there. But hey, we should have stopped them, so I can't really complain. And the sweep went backwards, but we convert on 4th down. Oh, that's funny. 1st and goal at the 6. Will we get points for Pride here? Yes, we will, hilariously. I mean, first of all, we turned it over 5 times and lost by 13 points, so it's kind of funny. Credit must be given to Sebastian Grant. He came in through 40 passes and kind of made it a close game, but good Lord. What a game. I mean, our offense, like 4 picks, and that's one of our donor goals. You'll recall, throw 13 or fewer picks. We threw 4 all season. We just threw 4 today. Unbelievable. Man, oh man. That's crazy. That was crazy. All right, we're back to being 6 and 5. We're never escaping this. 2 games above 500, 500 low. And that's 10.5 million we're not getting financially. So keep that in mind. All right, Elvin Ivy is back. Huzzah. Colin Harrell is back to full strength. So that's going to dump Tyler Malik off the rotation list, which I think is fine. Malcolm Butler, I think, has been slightly better between the two. So give Butler some run there. Ivy is going to play in this game. And then, yeah, he's upset about playing time, which, like, dude, you've been injured the whole season. What do you want from me? Like, genuinely. Oh, we had a guy commit. Colin Pennington, yay! The fact that no one else committed is upsetting. Like, again, I'm ahead by at least 1,300 on 12 recruits, and none of them are even close to committing. It is my least favorite part of this game that recruiting races that are over, like, I should have a button where I can just click force decision, where I like tell the recruit, hey, make a decision now. And then they do so. But alas, I do not have that. So here we are. All right, so mathematically, we failed 2 diamonds, 1 gold. It's going to be really close on the last diamond. We'll see about the O line all conference. I mean, realistically, right now, yeah, I don't know if we have anyone. I mean, Thomas Hodges has 16 pancakes, but also 5 sacks allowed. So that's that. I mean, hey, credit to Sebastian Grant. He played pretty well. I'm still going to give Muhammad the football, though, but wow, he had a terrible game. All right, Arizona State, 8-3, only losses to Washington, USF, and then on UMass. They just beat San Diego State in overtime. Good for them. It's like their defense is bad, but they got a pretty good offense in every single category. So this could get ugly quick. I have one single solitary recruit visiting, and I have yet to beat Arizona State in the sim. They're 2-0 against me. So we'll see what happens here, you know? We shall see. It is heads, we will defer. And defense gets a 3-and-out. Very good. Thank you, lads. A 1-yard scramble. We're so back. There we go, Sawyer Quoke. Let's get it started in here. 3rd and 1. All right. We get the 1, but we don't get in the end zone. So John Lane runs it in off a goal line. Defense gets another 3-and-out. Very nice. And we punt also. There we go. Colin Harrell forces Elvin Ivy in his return from injury. Recovers the fumble. Very good, sir. The bubble screen did not work. That's okay. Justin Weaver, touchdown off the hitch route. We're up 14-0. Where was this against Air Force, I ask? And they get 22 yards. Never mind, our defense is rounded into form. I'm going to be ambitious. We're going to blitz. And it worked. They miss the field goal. Very good, lads. A play action wheel even worked. Folks, we're unbeatable today. I say that after we've lost more games than we won. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. Goal line, send. Thank you, John. All right, 1st and goal to the 4. Ooh, John went backwards. The slant only got us 3. 4th and goal to 1. I mean, I'm going for it. We don't get it. John goes backwards. All right. I should have done a goal line defense there. Yeah, that was a mistake by me. All right, they punt. I forgot to take it off of 2 o'clock there. Oh, and we're sacked. All right. Okay. Well, our defense is pitching a shutout. So I think we just need to keep burning a lot of clock offensively, not allowing them opportunities to kill us. I say that and we punt on after 1 first down. Oh boy. All right, defense forces a punt. Where's this been all season? I ask, slightly annoyed. There we go. 3rd and 9. We convert. Thank you, Weaver. Running it there on 3rd and 5, probably not the best decision, but I'll take the points. Defense gets another stop. All right. And hey, this is a ranked matchup, so nothing to scoff at as Muhammad is sacked again. Nothing doing there. Oh, no, they muffed the punt. That's gotta hurt. Very good. Eli gets me the conversion, and Justin Weaver touchdown off the hitches. We're up 24-0. Defense gets another stop. The backups are now in on offense. So let's keep it moving. I really want a shutout. Oh, 47 yard is a bit long. I'm going to punt. Wow. I was really hoping we'd burn them at like the 5 or something, and instead it's a net punt of 10. I should have went for it at that point. Ah, they got the 4th and 3. No. No. There we go. Kyler Malik with the sack. Oh, they got the field goal. All right. No shutout for us, unfortunately. We convert 3rd and 9. Thank you, Gorman. I'll just punt it. And Jamie Pryor with the interception. See if we can get a touchdown. At the moment, it does not look like it. But Christian Bullock with the touchdown. I think that is his only reception on the season, but I could be wrong. And that's your ball game. We blow out Arizona State 31-3. Holy moly. We forced 3 turnovers. Defense nearly pitched a shutout. A very good day from our offense. Happy with them. Goodness gracious. All right, a good win to end the regular season on. However, 7-5. So if we win our bowl game, we're 8-5. I don't think that's good enough to be ranked, which means the athletic director may form a negative opinion of us. Oh boy. Ooh, Mario Wright is out for the season. It's rough. That's a shame. All right. So he's just going to go inactive, and that means Terry Moya is going to get some rep. Hi, Elvin. So here's what I need to decide is do I think there's a chance we can keep Ivy for one more year? And I kind of think there is. I'm going to move him to inactive and hope I can convince him to stay. Because then, you know what? We're just going to get a little crazy with it and see what happens. So that'll be kind of funny. USF is 11-1. Dude, we had them. We had them beat. That's so annoying. That's going to frustrate me to no end. Like we had them beat. One incomplete pass in that last drive. We had them, man. But hey, that just shows you, like, in year 1 at Utah, we won the Pac 12 and made the playoff. Like, that was our shot because now we're 2 years in a row where we could potentially go 8-5. So there is that. All right. I'm just going to sim through these various bye weeks. Bum, 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 bum. One more commit, Jaden Schneed, who was very raw, but a good zone corner. And no one else, man. I am ahead by 2,000 points on 9 recruits, and none of them are close to committing. Someone explain to me why that makes sense. Like maybe it's because I haven't offered them any NIL, but that's so stupid. All right, let's advance through conference championship week and see where everything falls. USF beat Washington, so they're ranked 3. All right, we are in the LA Bowl against BYU. It's a decent opponent. All right, pick that. Only a few 5 and 7 teams are in, which is good. Ideally, none would be in, but what can you do, really? All right. So we get Christian Flournoy to commit. Decent looking JUCO running back, but obviously he needs to get more athletic, so he'll redshirt next year without question. And we are now in the postseason, and I'm still waiting to hear back from 12 different recruits. Oy vey. My kingdom for a forced decision button. But alas. Yeah, quite a few transfer risks, which, is a little rough, but we'll figure it out, I think. Don't ask me how, but we will. We will. Leaves is allowed 53%, Farmers allowed in even 50, Porter's 50, Bond is 68, Sawyer's 52. Meanwhile, Caden Martin, 13 of 15. Oh, brother. All right, let's just go through awards week. See if any all conference mentions. John Lane, we had a personal promise that he would get it. And then we have a donor goal for offensive line. Well, only one of those has happened. And John Lane has made it as all conference 943 yards, 15 touchdowns to his name, 145 yards in the air as well. No offensive line made it. Man, that's rough on donor goals. Nothing first team all freshman. Muhammad made second team all freshman, as did Caleb Simon at linebacker. Very good for them. But yeah, we only had one. John Lane was it. Oh, yeah. The first team cleared all of my guys. Yep. 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 Yeah. None of my O linemen deserved it. So that means that we're staring down the barrel of only getting about 5 million in donor goals. That's so disappointing. That's another reason why our school level is getting a little shaky as we get 2 more commits. Like, we're just not getting the donor goals. We're not getting the good monies. That USF loss still annoys me. I think if we beat USF, like, we're almost guaranteed to be ranked. But because we lost, we might go 8-5 with the bowl win for 2 years in a row. I already did that on the other screen, you silly game. Okay, let us observe BYU 7-5. They lost to Notre Dame, who finished the season number 1 in the country and undefeated. They lost to an winless Utah State team that finished 4-8, and a Hawaii team that finished 9-4. SMU, A&M, yeah. What's their strength of schedule? Probably pretty good. Never mind. Okay, so the Mountain West sucks. That's what we're learning here. Offensively, I mean, they don't allow a lot of sacks. They don't turn it over, but like, it's about it. Defensively, they're the definition of average, below average against the run. I think this should be a game we can win, in my humble opinion. We're favored by 3 points. The game's been played in Inglewood, California, between us and a BYU. They call tails, and it is heads, so we will defer, as is our want. Nice kickoff return from them. All right, Caleb Simon tackle for a loss, and we have the ball at our 1. That's not terrifying at all. We punt, and they get beautiful field position, but we hold them to a field goal. That's massive. I'm a little interested. I thought they would go for it on 4th and 1 there, but I guess the year of the AI, you're like, oh, field goal. All right, our offense is moving with a will down the field. Let's try and run the ball. There we go. And John Lane with the touchdown. We're up 7-3. And an interception. Caleb Simon, the true freshman, getting involved there. There we go. 9 yards when we need 8. That'll play. Ooh, the sack hurts there. That hurts. And sacked again. Goodness gracious. That's 2 already. Our O-line really is not good. Like, part of me wants to just kind of blow the whole thing up, let some guys transfer, and try to bring in 3 new O-linemen in the portal. All right, they get another field goal, so 4-point game. But I like how our offense is moving. I'm leaving Chew Clock on. No real point in removing it until we're across midfield. There we go. Well, there's still 4.5 minutes left. Let's leave it on. I'm trying to avoid our defense having to scramble and they get a score. There we go. 1st and goal at the 2. I'm going to run it. All right, we get 1. I actually kind of prefer that because it burns more time. There we go. And we leave them with 27 seconds. End of half, and we start with the ball. I like where we're at right now against BYU. I think if we get another touchdown with the way our defense is playing, like signed, sealed, delivered. Look at our offense. Look how smooth we're moving. Maybe the Pac-12 is just the best conference in college. Maybe that's what we're discovering here is Justin Weaver gets the touchdown. There we go. Oh, they got it. I should have blitzed. I don't know why I didn't. They punt again. Oh, worth the 3. I should not have passed there. That could have been a safety, and they get the football. Ay. There we go. I'm just gonna keep blitzing. There we go. All right, we hold them to another field goal, so it's 15 points. I think we're still doing pretty okay, but our offense is stalling a little bit. Big 3rd down conversion there. Let's keep it running, keep it moving. I'm going to open up the running back depth chart, get Lucas Pratt involved a little bit. And he immediately gets a 6-yard run. Thank you, sir. And he runs it in 26 yards to the house. That'll do. That'll do nicely. Yeah, we have a lot of decisions to make about bringing players back who want to transfer. It's going to get kind of scary. All right, we hold them to a 4th field goal. The backups are in on offense. And Grant throws a pick 6. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, the game was a blowout, but they got 2 late scores to make it look close. But we win 31-20. Very nice overall. Mohammed had a good game. John Lane did well. Got 2 touchdowns. Pratt came in, had a massive run for a touchdown. Very good, very good. I think we allowed those 2 sacks, and then they didn't sack Muhammad again, which is nice. Pretty good win. But now the question is, will we finish ranked at 8-5 with a bull win? I knew at 9-4 we would, but 8-5 it's a little tricky. All right, and so Elvin Ivy only appeared in 4 games, so technically he redshirts if I can convince him not to go to the draft. 3 commits, very good. A couple 4 stars. Joshua Jenkins at running back, Aline Givens at D line, who looks really good already. Calvin Smalls at running back. Very good, very good. All right, looks like most guys want to commit soon. Whether they will or not remains to be seen. Because what they have 2 more weeks to commit. So we'll see how many we get. Oh, yeah, I also wanted to check our third down just before I forget. Posing third down conversion rate, 22nd in the country. Let me tell you, it did not feel like it. Let me tell you. All right, postseason. So Washington beat UC, Northwestern upset South Carolina, JMU beat Alabama. Biblical scenes. OSU beat UCF. 3 classics in the first round is nice. But then Notre Dame beat Washington, Penn State beat Northwestern, JMU beat USF in double OT. Oklahoma beat OSU. So it's Penn State v Notre Dame, and then JMU against Oklahoma is your playoff semifinal. 3 guys commit, including Carson Willis, 4-star safety, Devin Marino, who maybe we move to corner, maybe we don't, and then Travis Mapp, backup QB of the future, essentially. So that brings my list now to 4 men. But if they don't commit next week, then that means we have to take it into the transfer portal. Something to keep an eye on. All right, place your bets in the semifinals. I bet Notre Dame wins and Oklahoma wins. I'm going chalk, which I acknowledge. Very boring. JMU beats Oklahoma. They destroyed them. Look at JMU go. Good God. Oh, man, they really are an insane powerhouse in this game, huh? Notre Dame needed OT to beat Penn State. And yay, all 4 men recruited. Samuel Ritter, Reed Carino, I should say, Cruz May, the linebacker, and Xander Samuel, the JUCO tight end. For the first time in this save, everyone is committed. Oh, what a beautiful thing. All right, Natty, get me Notre Dame to win by 10 points, please. Damn, you won by 3. This is why, folks, you don't bet. All right, final rankings. We are not ranked. We're 33. All right, that means the athletic director opinion went down. Yep. Ooh, 15. Ay, 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 ay. Okay. So we missed the athletic director expectations. We're not fired yet. Our job status is still considered safe. Fan base passion went barely up. Oh, no, it went down, excuse me. That's rough. I mean, it is a disappointing season. Like, I think the Louisville loss is disappointing. San Diego State, we turned the ball over a bajillion times and lost. USF, they needed a last minute drive to win. And then Air Force, we turned the ball over 5 times and our defense allowed them to score a touchdown pretty much every time of asking. So that is what it is. Um, John Lane did make all conference, so we get 5 points to our coach integrity, which is nice. In terms of, I can't see donor goals anymore. Well, I mean, we got the points per game because let me just confirm. Yeah, we got the points per game and we didn't have 13 interceptions. So that'll do. Yeah, I'm still not massively sold on Dustin Muhammad at QB. We might have to see what the transfer portal has for us. All right, let's go coaching updates. We lost a level because we missed expectation. So I need to downgrade something. I'll just downgrade training. Out. Downgrade our offensive coordinator's defense. Defensive coordinator. Oh, you lucky. You went up. He coached above his talent level. Good job, Jaden. Good job, buddy. Okay, coaching carousel. So this could get interesting. So the AD refuses to negotiate our contract, which is the original one that we signed. I think I would like to keep. Would I like to keep Derek Thomas at offensive coordinator? I think I would. He does have 8 recruiting, which is pretty good. I think I'd like to keep him around. So we'll get him to an extension. Jaden Lester does not want to renegotiate, so we're done there. Okay. So our contract is up in what, 2 seasons? So let's see. Are there any juicy coaching jobs available? Answer, not really. Yeah, like none of these are really tempting. Army could be kind of fun because you're in the American, which is a pretty winnable conference. Oh, that's not what I want. The Americans. So FAU, Kentucky, Tulane, Rice, Kentucky, Rice, USF, SMU. Yeah, I mean, a lot of different teams have won the American, but I don't think going from Utah to Army is the move. Like realistically, they literally are the third least talented team on offense in the country. Credit to their coach for getting them 5 wins with that. Credit to them. But yeah, so yeah, we're staying at Utah for at least one more season. Derek Thomas will stay, as will Jaden Lester. So we're running back the same staff as is our want. I want to go back to a 3-4. I don't know. I think overall our defense did okay. I think our offense just needs a little bit of work. I think we're going to stick with a 4-3 and see what happens. Any crazy changes in the Pac 10? Nope. All right. Okay. Players leaving. So I can convince all 3 of John Lane, Elvin Ivy, and Justin Weaver to stay. I did not think I'd be able to convince John Lane. Okay, let's go in order. John, what do you want? Make All American. All American's tough. I mean, he had 1,000 yards and 17 touchdowns. I'd rather almost pay him 1.6 million. What's Ivy want? Make All Conference. I mean, that might be tough. Weaver wants All Conference. The Weaver one, Weaver, I don't think is happening, and I can't see the depth chart. I think in terms of wide receiver, we'd have Jenkins, Hunt, Moon, Gorman coming back, including any transfers we bring in. I mean, don't get me wrong. Justin Weaver is great, but I don't know if we're going to have a wide receiver ever make all conference. Ivy, I think John Lane we're going to pay. Ivy we're going to pay because my argument is that's about what 3.3 million, and to get those two back I think is a good investment. Weaver, I am going to promise that he'll make all conference. And we'll just hope against hope that he can get that done. So we're keeping John Lane and then Ivy, who redshirted. Let's go. I'm a genius. Okay, let's talk graduating players then before we move on to potential transfers, of which there are many. QB, nada. Running back, Cole McNeil. Um, in case you haven't been watching this save for a while, I recruited Cole McNeil when I was the head coach at Vandy. He was my fourth running back in 2037 as a freshman. Looks like the AI had him as a backup, then a starter. And then he wanted to, go somewhere else. Came here, 658 yards, 4 touchdowns, 4.5 average. Pretty good, I would say. Did have the fumble, but overall, really solid as a running back. Wide receiver, we're losing Mark McCullough, who really only played for 1 year, and it was this one. He was targeted 72 times, 50 catches, 510 yards. Was our kick returner, but unfortunately had 2 fumbles. So despite the 1 touchdown, he was removed from his position as kick returner. So, 1 year production, but it was really, really good production from him. Tight end, we're losing Raul Price, who was our backup tight end and did not log a single stat this season. Long live the air raid, huh? Offensive line. So this is going to hurt. We're losing 4 O linemen. Nasir Barrett, first things first. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened this year. He just didn't put up like any stats really. Only 7 pancakes, 1 sack. Just, I don't know. He had a really good sophomore year. Junior year was okay, but 8 sacks. And then this year just didn't get a lot of production, which a little annoying. But hey, he only allowed 1 sack. Brendan Dawson, who was a 1-year player for us, transferred in from Arizona, and I think a disappointment objectively. 9 pancakes, but allowed 8 sacks. Just terrible performance from him, really. He allowed both sacks in the BYU game. So not our best transfer, I would say. Thomas Hodges, who transferred in from OSU, played 2 seasons for me. This year had 23 pancakes, which is awesome, but did unfortunately allow 5 sacks. So that's kind of rough. I thought he had a chance to make all conference, but too many sacks, I'd wager. And then finally, Carson Archie, who transferred in from Jacksonville State, played 2 years here, did not have a good junior year, but much better senior year. 13 pancakes, only 3 sacks allowed. Very, very good from him overall, I would say. So, I mean, we're losing, I think that's 4 of my top 5 guys on the O line. So we gonna have some decisions to make. Kicker, we're not losing anybody. D line, we're losing Walker Gibbs. who was a backup for a bit, then a starter this year. 37 tackles, 8 for a loss, got 10 pressures. Really good alignment, or excuse me, lineman. Really good D lineman. Um, I was a little annoyed by him in that he really never became playable until his junior year, which with a potential kind of sucks, but that is what it is. Overall, pretty good, pretty good production this past season. And then Colin Harrell, who similarly was a backup and then became a starter last couple of years. Did pick up some injuries, which were unfortunate. I think had he played a full season in 2038, his numbers there would be awesome. But alas, but this year, 41 tackles, 9 for loss, 4 sacks, 10 pressures, a couple forced fumbles, and hilariously, a interception in the Arizona game. Always fun for a big man pick. So happy for him. Yes, I'm spending. Yes, I'm down to 11.6 million. I think that's fine. Linebacker Terry Moya, who, to be frank, never really played. He appeared in 5 games or less each season, handful of tackles here or there, got a sack his junior season, but just never really developed. I don't quite know why the AI recruited him, but you know. Corner, we're losing Nathaniel Bond, who at one point I wanted to just outright cut after 2038, but we kept him around for 2 more seasons, and I think he did okay. You know, if I'm being nice, never really got any interceptions. This year, he allowed almost 70% completion. Wasn't that great. I think if our corner room had been better, he would not be playing, but it was unfortunately one of our weaker positions. Safety, Xavier Harrison, didn't really play until his junior year, but last couple of years did pretty good. A couple interceptions, really good tackles for loss. 50% completion from a safety is a touch high, but this game does safety stats really weird. So I think overall, obviously, the big position being hit is offensive line. I think keeping John Lane is huge. So let us advance here to players transferring, of which there's quite a few. So this could get ugly, but we'll see. I'm a little scared that it's going to be like 13 names. We'll see. I'm going to have to choose between Emmanuel Morton or Lucas Pratt on who to keep. I think I'm leaning Morton. How many? 12. Yeah. Okay. Let's go by position. So QB, Sebastian Grant wants to leave. We're obviously going to let him. Um, he's not going to be our starting QB next year. He did, I mean, to his credit, against Air Force, he came in and did pretty well. Got 3 touchdowns in that game, but I think just, you know, no real plan for him. So that means next year, if we don't bring in a transfer QB, Muhammad's the starter, Braden Gary is the backup, and then Map can redshirt. Running back. Okay, so this is the big one. First things first, Antoine Benjamin. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and cut. Realistically, like his ball security is a 67. So end of sentence. It was a 68 when I recruited him, to be clear. But I mean, I have too many running backs, I think, that all need to play at some point. I think Benjamin just won't play next year. So I'll let him go and maybe get playing time elsewhere. Now I need to decide between keeping Emmanuel Morton, who is very speedy, good ball security, good ball care vision, but going to be a redshirt junior, or Lucas Pratt, who has A minus potential, good ball skills, but not very athletic. Who's going to be a redshirt sophomore. 50 carries for Lucas. I mean, as a third running back, he might get that. What's Morton want? 30%? Oh, he'll get that easy. I could promise Lucas 50 carries because if I go back to 3 running backs, which I think I will, Lane's 1, Morton's 2, Pratt is 3. I think that's kind of the move. I might cut Larry Ellis also. We'll see. I think I probably will actually. Yeah, I think that works because third running back should get 50 carries. Let me look. I made did Butler get 60? Yeah, and Fletcher got 20. So, yeah, that should be pretty set in stone, I think. So we're going to go Lane 1, Morton 2, Pratt 3, Antoine Benjamin, and Larry Ellis both cut. Okay. Wide receiver. So Cameron Gorman, Colin Martinez, and Ethan McLean all want to leave. Gorman's the only one I really care about. 50%? I mean, he'll get that. As a starter for me, he'll get that. Because we use a lot of big wide receiver sets. Man, we're so young at wide receiver. I love it. Colin Martinez, I don't think I'm going to promise anything to keep. Realistically, there's not a path for him to play, unfortunately. Ethan McLean, similarly, I think he'd be nice to have, but he didn't develop that well in the past offseason game. His catching actually got worse, so I think we'll just kind of accept the fact that, he's a JUCO guy that redshirted and is then going to walk. So our top 5 is locked in. Weaver, Jenkins, Hunt, Moon, Gorman, Connolly, Reed Carino might play as a true freshman. I got a couple like Christian Bullock, Roger Ruff I could cut. We'll see what the scholarship number ends up looking like here. Okay, tight end. So Sawyer Quoke still doesn't want to transfer. I thought he would because he wants to be a star and he's not playing a bunch, but he doesn't. So Quoke and Huffman are my, number 2 laddies. I think I might cut Oliveira. But man, Carrillo isn't good either. I might double back. We'll see. O-line. So Raul Graves and River Miles both want to leave. But I'm kind of tempted to let him. Graves, I think, just doesn't have the potential. And I know his run block is really, really good. I acknowledge this to be true, but like his strength has only gone up by 2 since he was a recruit. I don't think there's a path to him really playing that much. River Miles, you could maybe make the argument I should pay him. Because he does have A minus potential. But I mean, his pass block went down. I know his run block went better, but it's still only a 61. With O line right now, 1, 2, 3, 4. Rudolph will probably play. Austin Phillips might play. I might need River. But also, I have way too many O linemen. I think Sean Leon I'm going to cut. I don't really want to cut any of the guys that are redshirted because their potential is pretty good. I think I'm going to pay River $500,000 to stay. My argument being I'm banking on that run blocking getting a lot better. Kicker, Jameson wants to leave. We are obviously going to let him. Um, yeah, because I mean, Webster's going to be our starter. Webster, by the way, 19 of 19 on kicks, 35 of 35 on extra points, and he did not get any all conference mention. So make of that what you will. But yeah, Jameson's gone. I mean, maybe if I wanted free integrity, I could promise that he'd play in 10 games and make him like the punter, but I don't think that's really worth it. So I'll let Jameson go. D line. Tyson McClure wants to leave. We're going to let him. Um, yeah, we're going to need some pretty big help at D line. I think Ibrahim Cobb might be a guy cut. Just looking at it, like he didn't really develop last season. He's going to be a junior. Yeah, I think Ibrahim we're going to go ahead and cut. How many free cuts do I get? 6. Okay. Linebacker. Nobody wants to leave because everybody played. Oh, brother. How'd Sizemore do, by the way? 10 tackles, 1 pick. Not very good in coverage at all. I think everyone's going to stay except like Hickman's just really well rounded. But I think the problem is like he's getting very small marginal gains every season. And he wants to be a star, which means if he doesn't play as a junior, he's going to threaten to transfer. But I have 6 linebackers at least ahead of him. So, yeah, I think cutting him, unfortunately, is the move. I feel a little bad about that one, but we'll see. Edwin Pike, I would like to keep. I think there's a decent path to him playing if his potential hits. Corner. So yeah, this is gonna suck. Gale Wise. I mean, his numbers aren't bad, but his potential is. Yeah, I think Gale I'll let go. I'm not gonna cut Andrew Collier. He might play as a senior. I don't really want to cut Julian Benton either. I've used all free cuts, by the way. But I have 93 integrity, so I can afford some. Right now, we're at 79 scholarship players. Adrian Reeves wants to go, as does John Farmer. Reeves really only played this year, allowed 53% of catches. Farmer has been like our 5th or so corner every year. I don't know. I think Reeves is definitely gone. Farmer, like, what's he want? 40%? Nah, they're both gone. So that means Terrence Carlton, buddy, welcome to the corner 4 job. Yeah, Caden Martin is going to need to develop a lot better. Like, I know he has an 80 overall and he looks good, but he allowed 13 of 15 targets. Like, I legit stopped playing him after week 5. So that's that. Safety. Nobody wants to leave. I'm going to cut the walk on because it's not a scholarship and it doesn't go. I don't lose any integrity for it. I think one of Ritter or Marino, I'm going to move to corner. I don't know which one yet. I think I'm leaning Ritter to corner, would be how I would say, because he has a better chance of contributing as a redshirt freshman. Yeah, I think I'd rather put him out there. You know, safety, we're looking really good because Strahl's going to be a senior next year. Cooper's only going to be a sophomore. I think that'll be good for us. Okay, so we're at 79 out of 85. So we only have 6 scholarship spots open. QB is a question mark, I would say, in terms of needs. Running back, we're set. Wide receiver, we're set. Tight end, we're set. O line, I think we'd need maybe one guy, and I think he needs to be a really good pass blocker. Um, Especially because I'm losing Graves, who's kind of on that fringe starting list. The kicker, I mean, I do need a kicker. Like fundamentally, I need a backup kicker in case Webster gets hurt. D line. I mean, Ricardo Norris did okay. So did Barber. Got a couple young guys with like A potential. I think D lineman, we'll see. Linebacker, I mean, I don't love the idea of running it back with the exact same group, but that might just be what we have to do. Because, like, Mario Wright just consistently kind of balls out despite his poor potential. Demarion Montero is pretty good, but he's really bad in coverage. Yeah, 70% allowed. Like a coverage linebacker, though, I wouldn't hate the idea. I think I'll put linebacker down. Corner. I think with corner, the very simple question is, do I think Terrence Carlton is going to play as a redshirt freshman? I think the answer is a yes. Andrew Collier might also get some run. Theodore Sykes, if he develops well and gets some speed, he could play. Do I want to bring in a corner? Because right now it's what? Sawyer 1, probably Landry 2, Martin 3, Carlton 4, Collier 5, and then the kids is depth. I don't know if I like that. So I'll put corner down. Safety, we're good. So to be fair, I mean, we have 6 scholarship spots open. But in terms of needs, I think quarterback, we'll see. Offensive lineman, definitely. Kicker, we need a backup. Um, Linebacker or D line, and then I think corner. So we don't have that many needs, but I think we do run the risk of playing the kids again, which a little scary, but that's where we're at. So we're gonna have 11 million in NIL. Of the 12 potential transfers, Morton, I promise snaps. Same with Gorman. River Miles, I'm paying. And Lucas Pratt, I'm promising carries. I think that's about right. I think that keeps us really young and really good at wide receiver. The succession plan is solid at running back. River Miles at O line could be the one that comes back to bite me, but it's $500,000. It's not the end of the world if it fails. In the draft, no one from Utah was drafted. Any of my old friends from Vandy. Hi, Oscar Costello got drafted. Good for him. Yep, I recruited him as a redshirt freshman. He made freshman team. So I played for them quite a bit. Picked up an unfortunate leg injury. Good. I'm glad for him. Add him to their Ring of Honor. Come on. Felipe Bose also, who I played for 2 games as a true freshman, and he had 8 catches for 55 yards. It's always fun. And Junior Stevenson, I don't recognize. Yeah, he's a transfer. All right. But none of the seniors from Utah get drafted. That's little annoying. Do I want a Ring of Honor anyone? I don't think so. Like even Nasir Barrett, I think, was a little up and down. Walker Gibbs, I don't think so. Nah. All right. Good lord. 16,000 pass yards. Holy moly. He won the Heisman twice, won QB of the Year twice, first team All American twice, Big Ten Player of the Year, QB of the Year twice, first team All Big Ten. Goodness gracious. Where did he get drafted? Round one, pick one. Fair enough. Alvin Michael was sacked 160 times. Good God. That's an insane amount of times. That's actually insane. My goodness gracious. Okay. So, targets empty. Glorious. All right. So, first things first, I suddenly am in need of a kicker. Oh, I need to exclude committed. Whoops. Suddenly I'm in need of a kicker. Are there any like 3-star kickers left? There are. How far behind am I? Oh, yeah, good luck. I may just need to transfer someone in. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's look at transfers here. First things first, does anyone right out the gate want to be a Utah player? We have 8, including Stephen Daniels, who's a JUCO guy that redshirted. Robert Fernandez, who redshirted. 91 arm strength, 84 accuracy. Isn't bad. Garrett Cheney has a cannon, but the accuracy and the IQ is questionable. A couple safeties that, I could put Brody Schaefer at corner and sleep well at night. Yeah, he was pretty good in coverage at safety. Well, I think I found my corner. So that's taken care of. Oscar Watkins, though, is pretty good also. How's he doing in his career? Done okay, but I think I like Schaefer. He's more well rounded. He's got better IQ. I mean, sure, Watkins has the speed, but or does he? I was looking at the wrong number. Yeah, he has the speed. I'll add them both and then we'll take a look. Offensive line, good God. True freshman. Did he play? Oh my God, they played him for 6 games. I hate the AI. I hate the AI so much. That's so frustrating. All right, let's look at QBs. I think this is the last thing I'll do before I'll call it, just to see if we have any insane interest. 93, Yahir McCarty redshirted his first JUCO year at Arkansas. And he looks pretty good. F+ potential, oh boy. I mean, there are definitely some good quarterbacks on this list. Edwin Norris has a very fun profile. But I think the question we have to ask ourselves is, are any of them going to be better than Dustin Muhammad? I think I might run it back with him for another year. But we'll see. That's a problem for me to figure out off stream mainly. So thank you all for watching this episode. Unfortunately, not the end of season that we wanted, going 8-5. The heartbreaking loss to USF, the insane loss to Air Force. But, we made a bowl game once again, beat BYU. That brings our bowl game total record to 4-2. Pretty nice. However, this is the first time since year one as an offensive coordinator at New Mexico State that we have missed AD's expectation. So we now have that guillotine hovering over our heads, as it were. But that is where I will end off. YouTube's a little behind on episodes, so I still have to upload episode 40. So that and this episode will be released kind of staggered this week. And then, since the Colorado Rockies rebuild has ended, which if you haven't seen the series finale of that, go ahead and watch it. Um, I'll be able to concentrate on this series fully for a little bit. So we'll be able to bang out quite a few episodes and then figure out where I want to go from there. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.